Guess what happened? First of all, Maulana Azad thought that these Muslims from faraway lands who couldn't speak fluent Urdu were not worthy of being considered Indian Muslims. I'm not exaggerating, this is a fact. He never thought Sindhis or Pashtuns or Punjabi Muslims or Bengali Muslims were worth anything. He just considered UP, Bihar, Urdu-speaking, Hindi-speaking Muslims as the pure, A-grade Muslim. Instead of accepting the offer of accommodating and accepting Balochistan as a part of India, they told Mr. Bisinjo, who was junior at that time, and I heard it directly from me, Bisinjo, that ये तो इतना दूर है India से, कैसे होगा? It's so far away from India, how will we manage it? To which Mr. Bisinjo said, the distance between Karachi and East Pakistan is 1,200 miles. The distance between India's border in Rajasthan and Balochistan is 200 miles. If Karachi can govern East Pakistan, India has a problem accessing Balochistan. No, they didn't want these tribal sort of uncouth, uncivilized Muslims as part of India who didn't speak Urdu. So instead of simply saying no and letting them go in a confidential meeting, somebody leaked out the news to PTI, who issued a statement from the government of India denying that the government of India had met with the leaders of Balochistan, which was a signal to the government of Pakistan that the leaders of Balochistan had in fact met Mr. Nehru. This was March 1948. Do you know what happened the next day? The Pakistan army invaded Kalat, overtook the capital, took the ruler as prisoner, and since then has been occupying Balochistan. Why? Because some cowards in Delhi just couldn't understand the value of Balochistan. Even Gwadar, which was at that time the property of the Sultanate of Oman, whose ruler, incidentally, very pro-Indian, Sultan Qaboos, just recently passed away. They offered the port of Gwadar to India for a pittance, maybe $1 million or something. What did India do? No. We don't need. Today, that same port is a naval base for China, targeting India. And to counter that, India has to go to Iran to create the Chabahar port and invest over there for the mistakes made by very narrow-minded people right at the top in Delhi. So Balochistan, because of Indian leadership's poor handling and leaking of secret information, is today, for the last 70 years, fighting for its independence. They fought in the war in 1948. In 1963, Shero Murray, more popularly known at that time as General Shroff, he conducted. In 1968, there was another war. In 1972, after the defeat of the Pakistan army in Bangladesh, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi freed these troops, and all of them went back to Balochistan, where they started another war against Baloch. Arrested the chief minister, arrested the governor, everybody. For 5 years, there was a war of independence. This current independence war, led by Dr. Allah Nazar, a medical student in the hills of Balochistan, is from 2005, when another Indian, General Musharraf, who came to Pakistan, assassinated Nawab Akbar Bhutto. All of that is happening in your neighborhood. And when I went to JNU's master's class of South Asian Studies, you'd be shocked that not one of the 200 students there had ever heard of Balochistan. Hindustan owes a lot to the people of Balochistan. The first thing they can do is give asylum to Baram Dag Bukti, who is the leader of the Baloch from the Sui area with the vast resources of oil and gas, the grandson of Nawab Akbar Bukti. He asked for asylum in India and India refused it. Hindustan ka udhar hai Balochistan pe. It is quite possible that it might be this Gujarati Prime Minister who has the guts to face up to what he owes and for India's sake works with the Baloch to once and for all break up Pakistan and settle the scores, because as long as there's a Pakistan, as long as Balochistan is not independent, the Pakistanis will continuously try to infiltrate India, bleed it to death slowly and surely. The only way out is the dismemberment of Pakistan. The first step is to help the Baloch get independence. Step number 2 is to take over Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and you will find peace and happiness for the next 1,000 years. ये तो हो गया सिलसिला हिंदुस्तान का, जो मैं कह रहा हूँ कि बलूचिस्तान पे उनका उधार है. बट पाकिस्तान ने क्या किया? Do you know that a genocide is taking place in Balochistan? That Pakistan military picks up Baloch youth, kills them, takes them in helicopters and drops them in ravines. बलूचिस्तान में आज औरतों की इज्जत महफूज नहीं. That the Pakistan army can pick up any amount of women and children and kill them or rape them or take them away.
आपको हैरानी होगी कि हमारे बच्चियों को मंडियों में फरोख्त किया गया. मैंने कई बार प्रेस में दिया. मैंने कहा अगर नहीं मानती है सरकार आए, मैंने कीमत दे के उनकी बच्चियों को वापस खरीद के वालिदैन के हवाले किया, मैं उनको ला के पेश करता हूँ. हमारी बच्चियां भी की हैं, माल मवेशी नहीं. बहू बेटियों की भी हुर्मतियां सिर्फ नहीं हुई. हमारे जवानों को शहीद नहीं किया, बच्चियां मंडियों में भी की हैं हमारी.
You have given refuge to Taliban inside Balochistan. You're trying to destroy a society. जो पाकिस्तान ने हैवानियत की है बलूचिस्तान में, it reminds me of what the Pakistanis did to the fellow citizens in Bangladesh when 3 million fellow Muslims were massacred. The same thing is unfolding in Balochistan. India may have made mistakes, but Pakistan is a criminal entity that has a policy of annihilation and genocide of the Baloch people.
Pakistan is not only a rogue nation that is affecting my nation. वो epicenter of terrorism है, exporter of nuclear weapons है, exporter of terrorists है, exporter of drugs है. मतलब जो भी खराबी इस रीजन में और दुनिया में वो फैलता पाकिस्तान से.
It is a pity that the Baloch do not have a voice around the world. But as long as there is one Baloch alive, he or she will fight for the independence of his country and make sure that the crimes committed by the rulers of Pakistan, the generals, the colonels, the brigadiers, that these men will be brought to justice in the International Criminal Court and meet their fate as murderers. Sometimes I wish that instead of General Soleimani, some other Pakistani general would have been in his place, because that Pakistani deserves the same fate as what Qasim Soleimani faced. Thank you very much. Khuda Hafiz. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Hind.